Alright everybody, and welcome to my latest Let's Play here on the Thracia channel. Today we're gonna start up an Ironman run here of Fire Emblem Thracia 776. And yeah, in case you're unaware what an Ironman run is, basically all it means is if a character dies I may not reload, and well, if I get a game over, then the game is just over, I may not retry. So yeah, we gotta be very careful here, and it's gonna be very hard no doubt, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun doing an Ironman run here of Thracia. But yeah, before we get into the first chapter, we have some plot here. Barely escaping the burning of Castle Leonster with his life, the young Prince Leaf was looked after by Finn, his knife and retainer. Together with Nanna, a young noblewoman under Finn's care, the trio fled pursuers. Sent by the conquerors of North Thracia, the Grandvale Empire, which lay to the west. Yet Finn proved stronger than those who hunted them, and the three made their way to the cities. So yeah, they fled down here through Ulster, and ended up in Tara. And finally, they ended up, or wounded up, in the small town of Fianna here, on the eastern coast. Yeah. Fianna was an independent community with its own militia, the Fianna Freeblades, led by the swordswoman Avel. Avel welcomed Leaf's group as if they were her own kin. Under her watchful eye, the deposed prince spent his childhood in Fianna, growing into maturity alongside youths of common birth. Now, in year 776 of the Grandvale calendar, our Let's Play begins here. Or something. Chapter 1, The Warrior of Fianna. Yeah, here we have, well, one of the main antagonists in the game, Sir Radric there on the left. Yeah, he's a real, well, scumbag. Have you found that whelp of a prince yet? Regretfully not, my lord. The men searched the village top to bottom, but came up with nothing. Why is such a simple task taking you so long? There is little doubt that the heir of House Leonster is hiding here. You have been too gentle with these villagers. Give them ample motivation to talk. We are of the same mind, you and me, my lord. I've already ordered the men to do as much, yet the townsfolk claim the prince ain't here. According to them, he left with the Freeblades to fend off a pirate raid on a nearby village. Freeblades, you say? What nonsense is this? Your local militia, sire. As I understand it, the village was once home to a group of brigands, rather savage ones at that. About a decade ago, they were routed by Avel, a wandering sellsword. She claimed the village as her own and founded the Freeblades to protect the region from future attacks. She's supposedly quite a wonder with a sword. She may become a problem for us. You have nothing to fear, my lord. We have taken her daughter captive, you see, so everything is under control. What's more, we also captured the daughter of Finn. Oh, jeez, dude, yeah, once again, these two are some real scumbags. With the leverage we have over them, they will have no choice but to surrender, yeah. Holy crap. I admit you have your uses, wise man. Yes, yeah, I love them. Yeah, I love the bad guys here in Fire Emblem 4 and 5. I mean, it's so dark, but that's what makes it so amusing at the same time. The women will accompany me back to Manchester. You will remain here and prepare for when these upstart rebels return. See that the young Leonster pup is put in chains befitting a stray mutt. Your trust is well placed in me, sire. Yes. Men, bring the girls here. Yeah, here they come. Marita and Nanna is the name of the children here that they captured. What's your name, lass? A fighting spirit to match a pretty face. Now, let's have a look at the other one. Yeah, here we have Nanna. She looks very anime. You must be Finn's young ward. I hear your mother was royalty of House Nordion, is that right? You certainly don't lack for grace, despite living in this backwater hovel. Holy blood doesn't run thin, even in squalor, I see. What a pleasant surprise the two of you make for. Weissman, I'll be departing from Munster now. Don't disappoint me. All shall be as you wish it, my lord. And yeah, I believe the chapter is gonna start up here now. And you know what? I just realized I have no freaking coffee here. I'm gonna need to make a pause here in the recording and go brew me some, because otherwise, well, who knows what's gonna happen here. Yeah, but we have some more plot, I believe. Let's see. What's the commotion about here in the village? Something smells rotten. I'll scout ahead, Commander. Hold here a moment. Oh crap, yeah. A crap ton, a literal shit ton of enemies or soldiers inside of Fianna village there. Yeah, the whole city is packed to the brim with Imperial troops. They must have struck while we were away on our pirate mission. What? No way is the Empire gonna make a mess of our home. Commander, let me at him. Calm down, Orson. We'll get slaughtered if you just charge in blindly. Not really. The soldiers in here are quite weak. Yeah, Halvan, I'm sure the village will appreciate your patient attitude while everyone's being rounded up and jailed. Peace, Orson. Halvan is right. Seems we have finally been noticed by the Empire. Looks like this is goodbye, little leaf. I'm sorry. Finn, take him as far away from here as you can. Leave the soldiers to us. No, Commander. Nana is still in the village. I won't leave without her. I will get her back, little prince. Don't you worry. It's more than that, Commander. I won't run anymore. This is my decision to make. That I made or something, yeah. Finn, you wanna weigh in here? Are you going to let the little lord throw himself into harm's way like this? Lord Leaf has seen the passing of 15 summers. Yeah, by now he's practically all grown up. He's old enough to choose for himself, and as my liege, I will abide by his judgment. Has it been that long already? I suppose I let Leaf come with us to fight off those pirates just now myself. Guess I made up my own mind then, when I did that. Yeah. If Finn's alright with it, so am I. Then, what's the hold up? If we're done arguing, there is an invasion happening over that ridge. Alright, we're going. And yeah, she's gonna give us a little tutorial here now. Yeah, stay sharp. Most foot soldiers are just regular folk, forced into Imperial army against their will. If they surrender, just take their... Yeah, so it's about the capture mechanic here that they added in Fire Emblem 5 or Thracia. But we can still bloody them until they surrender, right? I mean, if we can't put up a good fight ourselves, we'll be the ones surrendering, yeah. Wise word by Orson there. Knock him around if you had to, sure, but don't overdo it. That means you, Orson. Hey, come on, give me some credit, Commander. Okay, enough chatter. Let's just get this chapter rolling. So, yeah, that's really amusing, but yeah, I'm gonna have to make a short break here now because I really am thirsting for coffee, so, you know, hold on a second, guys, I'll be back in a jiffy. Alright, so I'm back here now, and I brewed myself some coffee, so I'm ready to keep on going here and rescue the villagers of Fianna village. Now, before we do, though, we're just quickly gonna have a gloss over of all our characters here. First of all, here we have Finn. He's got decent bases, he even comes with a Brave Lance here, which, yeah, it boosts luck by 10 in this game, and it even gives 10% crit there. It's a very nice weapon, especially for capturing, which, yeah, we'll do some of that in a bit here, you know, some capturing. Oh yeah, Finn, he has a leadership star, meaning that he boosts all our allies on the field by giving them 10% hit and avoidance, which, yeah, I'm definitely gonna invest a lot of experience into Finn, because he's just one of those units that you cannot afford not to level up, just thanks to the leadership star, you know? And yeah, he's got the miracle skill, chance to avoid a fatal attack, yeah, luck times 3, so as long as he's equipped with the Brave Lance, he's got a 45% chance of surviving a lethal blow there, which is quite nice. So yeah, he's a really strong unit there. Let's see here, Leif. Leif does not have the best bases, but, you know, he typically makes a comeback towards the end of the game, like most lords do throughout the entire franchise here. And yeah, very much like Finn, he too has a unique weapon here. Leaf has the light brand, and yeah, I remember this. If you use it as an item in battle, you can heal yourself with it, and you can even shoot with this blade at range, yeah. However, it weighs 10, so yeah, it's incredibly heavy, this blade here, so I'm gonna I'm gonna have to be careful not to run around equipped with it all the time. I should just switch over to the iron sword at my earliest convenience. And yeah, he's gonna move a star there. Oh, that's nice. So whenever he ends his turn, he will have a 5% chance of moving again. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. And he's got the Adept skill, which is a nice skill, but currently with only 2 points into skill there, he's gonna have a 2% chance of proccing it, so yeah. That's a little bit sad. And don't worry, I'm gonna keep checking out my characters. I just wanna move Leaf up here, and I think I'm gonna send Finn all the way here to the east, because he's gonna need to take this guy out for Orsin. Yeah, this here is actually Orsin's family living over there. And you know what, speaking of Orsin, let's check him out next. He's only level 1, his stats are a lot better than Leaf's, that's for damn sure. And he has an FCM of 3. I will go over what FCM is a little bit later, not right now. Yeah, move of 6, Wrath here, very nice skill. Yeah, counter attacks are always critical hits. This is incredibly nice. I might actually spend some time and level Orsin up. I have used him before, so I know he's good. Especially with that FCM, he's gonna have crazy good critical hit ratios. Let's see here, Halvan. Halvan is level 2, he's got Vantage. Always attack first when enemies attack him. Yeah, this is also a really good skill. Personally, I prefer Wrath. And look at Halvan, he's got an FCM of 4. I completely forgot about that. I thought Orsin had the higher FCM, but no, Halvan does. Well. Halvan here, very solid unit 2. Bases are about the same as Orsin. 5 defense. I just wanna check this out here. Yeah, in my experience, typically Orsin ends up having higher attack speed than Halvan, but Halvan ends up having high constitution and defense and health, and you know, he's just a bulky man here. So, yeah. Okay, well, everything here looks good. Now then, let's just have a quick look at Abel. Abel is our Jagan unit, as you can plainly see, and she even has the Flame Sword, which, yeah, is a really good sword. I remember that. Yeah, if you read the description there, it increases your magic by 5, which is incredibly strong. Magic, it doubles as, well, offensive damage for spells, and it also, well, raises your magical resistances. So yeah, just running around with this equipped makes you very sturdy against long-range tomes. So it's a really nice sword there. And I mean, her stats speaks for themselves. She's really good. She's only got an FCM of 1, that's a little bit sad, but you know what? We're just gonna have to roll with it. And very much like Finn, she's got a leadership star, she's got 2 movement stars, so she's got a 10% chance of running again, or moving again after she ends her turn. And she's got the Adept very much like Leaf, but she has 18 skills, so yeah, she's gonna have a roughly 18% chance of proccing it, which is very nice. And yeah, she doesn't have an iron sword yet, we're gonna need to fix that ASAP. And let me just have a sip of coffee here whilst this guy moves, and please Leaf hit twice. Come on! What? He only hit once? Wait, did I have the light brand equipped? I'm pretty sure I switched. Nope. Okay, I did have the light sword on. Okay, well, I thought for sure I would hit twice with that. I guess I don't. I guess I freaking don't. But yeah, here, let's see. We're gonna try and use our new mechanics, or the new mechanics here of the game. The capture command, yeah, I do remember this. This is actually pretty fun to use. It can be annoying at times, but it's also fun if you squirrel away tons of weapons that you loot from enemy soldiers. But yeah, Finn here with the Brave Lance is an exemplary capture unit, yeah. Now, the only thing you gotta be careful with when you capture enemy soldiers is you will have your own stats, like your defense, speed, skill, and strength too, I believe. So, yeah, just be aware of that. You know, I'm speaking to myself here. You do not want to get too reckless with the capture command. You're gonna lose a lot of health if you take a bunch of retaliation attacks by the enemies here all the time. you know, since you lower your defense. But you see, it's very well worth it. Now we get a javelin here. And now we just gotta set this guy... whoops, we're gonna set this guy free. Did I? Yeah, okay, good. I mean, I know I took his javelin from him, but I just wanted to make double sure. So I didn't trade back to him. I've done that in the past, you know. Traded... Yeah, I mess up my trades there. Just whatever. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about if you've played the game yourself. But, let's see here. This guy... 2 attack speed. He's very weak, 0 attack speed, but this guy has a javelin and a vulnerary. We want to make sure we capture him. And I do remember this too. You need to have higher constitution than the enemy to pick them up. Yeah, this guy has a con of 9, con of 8, so Halvan maybe can do it. Yeah, he's got a con of 12 there, holy crap. Able Cell is only at 8, and yeah, okay. So we're gonna need to weaken this guy. Yeah, that much I know. Or that much is for certain. Yeah, I want to catch this guy. 8 plus 8, I think that's good enough. Please don't miss. Oh my god, he missed. Crit? Nope. Oh my god, this is bad all of a sudden. This is bad. Oh, what the heck? Leaf, you magnificent bastard. He proc the Moon Star. Holy crap, well, you know what that means? That means we can take the Light Brand and get in the woods here and... yeah, just shoot at him. 12 damage, that is great. Hopefully I don't take a counter-attack here. It would be very nice if you could dodge Leaf. But wow, that was insanely lucky there. I mean, I wouldn't have died or anything. I was just getting ready to use Avel to cut down this goon here, and then we would have been fine, but still. You know, now I don't have to do that. Let's see. Yeah, so a 10% chance... Alright, no, I will deal 10 damage and I have a 91% chance of hitting. So, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go for this capture. Come on. Nice. Yeah, you definitely wanna get all the vulneraries here on this map. Like, I think there are a couple, maybe 2 or 3 of them around here that you wanna make sure you steal. Let's see. We have one more here. Whoops. Let's see. That's the guy we're holding! Oh, my man. What the heck? Okay. Let's see. Wait. Okay, we had another vulnerary right there. So maybe there are only 2 on the map. I thought there would be way more, or, well, way more, but a couple more. Yeah, no. And yeah, this is also very interesting. You have Wiseman here, and he's got the long sword. I'm gonna try my best to capture him and take this sword from him. This is a very nice sword to give to Finn, actually. So, yeah, but it's gonna be hard to capture him. He's very tanky, and he's standing on the fort there. But, yeah, more on Wiseman there in a bit. Let's just try and get through here. And you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put Abel right here. Let's take the items off of this guy. And, yeah, unfortunately, I cannot take off the Prisoner of War there from Halvan, which is a shame, because, I'll show you here now, whenever you hold somebody, yeah, this is what happens when you have captured somebody. You lose half your stats. So yeah, you lose half your stats when you use the capture command to strike someone, and then when you hold an enemy too, like, yeah, you're very weak, so you gotta keep this in mind. You typically want to have your own units around, which, you know, to use to transfer off captured units so that you can, well, you know, take them off and release them, you know, that whole spiel there. But yeah, we should be fine here, and that is perfect. That guy is ripe for plucking now here too, and I'm definitely gonna heal up my lord here. And here's a very amusing thing about this game. You get a lot of experience just by dodging. Like, Abel doesn't get a whole lot because she's promoted and at a very high level, but your lower level units will get like 10 experience just by dodging. Papa, the fighting started already! Ain't no good way to go about this damn battle. Don't matter how good Abel is, there is only one of her and over a dozen of them. We need to hurry, lass. Here we have Marty. Yeah, my brother used to call this guy Marty McFly. I have no idea why, it just rhymed, so we went with it. Oh, for crying out loud, not again. Yeah, Marty here. He's a fun character. I never used him. You know, maybe I will on this playthrough. We would definitely need to pump up his stats with the Crusader Scrolls that we'll get later. Yeah, he does have great bases in strength and constitution and health. It's just that his, well, growths are absurdly bad. Like, I can just post them on screen there. I believe he has like a 50% chance of getting defense and luck, and constitution too, perhaps. But yeah, other than that, he's gonna struggle. Like, if I do use him, I'm definitely gonna need to give him the Zed scroll, which you will get here in a couple of chapters. That scroll will, well, reduce his HP growth by 10%, I wanna say, but boost his speed by like 30%. And magic by 10%, I wanna say too, which, yeah. He's got, I wanna say Marty has like a 90% HP growth, so even if you reduce it by 10, like in order to get some much needed speed, I think it's very well worth it. And you know what, speaking of Marty McFly, or actually maybe, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. Let's just start by looking at our new units here. Doug died. Yeah, Doug died. He's got crappy growths, I do remember that. He's got like 10 and 15% growths in pretty much all stats. Maybe not health, but yeah. But, with that said, he's got good bases, and he's, well, your go-to guy for capturing here in the early game. And yeah, very much like Leaf there, he has a move star, and he's got the accost skill, which is, well, a weird skill, but as you can see, as long as we have a higher health and HP than the enemy, then he can just keep on, well, hitting. He will just draw out the battle. So let's see here, if we bring him up over here, and then we... Actually, here, we're gonna do this. I need him to take the regular X there from Halvan, just to increase his hit percentages here a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna do some trading around here. So now, if you use the capture command, and let's use the Iron X, and on this shortbow guy, yeah, we have more health than him, we have more attack speed, which means that Dagner is just gonna keep on hitting until he captures these guys. Or this guy. It's an incredibly nice skill here in the early game. Of course, the only negative... yeah, see, he hit 3 times there. How nice is that? But yeah, the only negative thing about Dagner is, well, he's promoted and he's got shitty growth, so you don't want to use him too much. But I'm still probably gonna rely on him a lot just because, well, I want to loot more items. So, yeah, there you go. And yeah, next we're gonna need to capture this guy. I might honestly just have to do it with Marty here, or we could just kill him. Yeah, it's just a short lance, I'm probably just gonna kill him. And I'm probably gonna do so with Tanya here. Yeah, I've never used Tanya before, and I would like to do so in this playthrough. I checked out her growths, and she has excellent skill, speed, and luck growths, but her strength, magic, and defense are, well, very low. Like, I think her strength was at 35%, which isn't super bad, but it is not great either. But she's got an FCM of 2, which means that her follow-up attacks have a twice as high chance of scoring critical hits, which is very nice. But yeah, overall, she's okay. But there is one thing, or yeah, one little caveat here, or whatever you want to call it with her, or well, maybe not so much a caveat, but a bonus with her. Her, Tanya here, and Orsin, they actually have support with each other. Whenever they are within 3 squares of one another, they will get a lot of bonuses, like they will get 10% increased chance of hitting enemies, they will get 10% increased crit, 10% increased crit avoidance, I want to say, and 10% increased chance of dodging or evading or reducing critical strikes. So, yeah, they could be very nice to have together just for those reasons. Because, yeah, here in the early game you have very low dodge, as you can see there under FCM up there in the top right corner. If you have a dodge by 1, that means you have a 1% reduced chance of being critically struck there by enemies. So, yeah, getting plus 10 from a support, such as Tanya here, makes you essentially immune to crits in the early game. And it's very nice later on too, if you don't want to have the Crusader Scrolls on you to negate crits. So, yeah, I might actually want to try Tanya out there. You're pulling your weight in the free blades, boy. Last thing Commander Abel needs is to babysit your ass. Dad, we're risking life and limb to protect the village, and you're giving me a lecture. You got a strange sense of gratitude, old man. Not even the Empire knocking down our front door can stop that foul mouth I see. Well, no point in dragging this out here. This is what you came for, right? For once, you read my mind, Dad. When a fight breaks out, I just feel off without this axe at my side. Which don't explain why you forget it at home half the damn time. Yeah, this here is kind of like a running gag in the Fire Emblem series. Like, I remember Viking, Fire Emblem Awakening forgets his axe. Boyd in Path of Radiance constantly forgets his axe there. Or, well, at the very least in the beginning of the game he does. And yeah, there are more examples. But yeah, those are the two I can come up with here at the top of my mind. But yeah, for visiting Orsin's family house there, we get the Boy Axe, which can attack at range. And it has a built-in crit of 30%. It has high hit ratio. Like, it's just one of those axes that's incredibly strong. And by the way, only he can use it. So yeah, he can't trade it around, which, yeah, this axe alone is a very good reason as to why you might want to use Orsin. Like, once again, he's got an FCM of 3. And with that Boy Axe, like, since it gives 30% increased crit chance, that basically means that his follow-up attack is gonna be an automatic crit. Yeah, an FCM of 3 multiplies your critical strike chance, well, by 3 on your follow-up attack. So yeah, once again, it's pretty much gonna be guaranteed to crit, which is incredibly nice. And, you know, especially if Tanya is close to him, she's gonna boost his crit by another 10%. So yeah, he should be at the 100, more or less. So yeah, that's very nice. And, you know, here, let's see. Yeah, we never took this short bow. And you know what, since Dagda can use bows, let's give this to him. And then I'm gonna take the vulnerary off of you. And you know what, we're also gonna do this. I'm actually gonna give this hand axe to Halvan here. Might as well, right? He needs to be able to defend himself some way. There you go, and time to use my vulnerary. Yeah, and yeah, I could have used the light brand, but I'd rather save that for as long as I can. And yeah, I'm not gonna be too worried about Dagda there. Yeah, I'm afraid I'm aware he's holding on to an enemy, but his base stats are so damn good. There is no way he dies this early on in the game. Like, you would have to set out to do so, well, on purpose, I would say. And let's see, now Finn has finally caught back up with us here. Ooh, and I'm speaking non-stop here. I'm gonna have to take another break here now. But, you know, that makes sense because, yeah, we have that whole plot thing to tack on here. Yeah, so we're probably up close to 30 minutes. Okay, so here. Here. Oh, damn it, dude. I also need Orsin up here. You know what? Yeah. I was gonna pick him up and run him here. Okay, well, you know, I'm not gonna do that. Here, let's just use Marty McFly. And we can transfer this guy, and yeah, we took his stuff, and then we're just gonna release. But yeah, this is the very nice thing about Marty. Like, yeah, he kind of sucks to fight with, but he's got a constitution of 15, which means he can hold most units, or most enemy units, and, you know, free up other characters who have captured enemy soldiers there. So yeah, that is very nice, I will say. And you know what, I would like to have this bow too, so you're just gonna have to give it to me. Oh, yeah, and see here now. This is a good way of showing this off. Look at Dagdar's stats here now. Let's see, 72 hit, 5 crit. Yeah, those are really the only stats that's gonna change. But if we move Tanya up here now, and let's see, I'm even gonna shoot with her, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. I want to get some experience on her. But yeah, Tanya here, she does give support bonuses to Dagda as well, which, as you can imagine, is very nice because, yeah, now he's gonna have even better odds of being able to capture enemy units. So let's see here. Now that she's here, he's got 10% higher crit, 15% critical hit chance. Yeah, that is so freaking nice when you're capturing. Like, holy crap, dude. We're definitely gonna want to make sure that... Wow. Jesus Christ, Dagda. Yeah, but we're gonna want to make sure that Tanya is close to both Dagda and Orsin at all times. Oh yeah, and one more thing in regards to support. Just because Dagda gets support by Tanya doesn't mean that Tanya gets support by Dagda in this game. So yeah, only Dagda gets support by Tanya. However, between Tanya and Orsin, they both give support between each other. So yeah, you're just gonna have to look up lists online if you're unsure. And yeah, I'm gonna have to do that throughout the game because, yeah, I have played this game and I do remember a lot of the supports, but I don't remember them all off the top of my head. Here, let's just do one of these. Get my javelin, and you know what, we're actually gonna go ahead and equip it so we don't accidentally waste our brave lance there. Then halvan, can we... Yes, my throat is really starting to give out here now. Yeah, what do I do here? Tanya should be safe, right? Yeah, she's more than okay here. So here, I'm just gonna go ahead and plop halvan down here. There you go. Actually, it's not a bad idea if Dagda is weighed down here a little bit. That way he's not accidentally gonna kill an enemy unit. Or an enemy unit. Jeez, dude, I can't speak. Ooh. Here. Nice. We got the short bow and yet another vulnerary. Very nice. And I would like to give one of these short bows to Tanya there. Yeah. But there you go. Avel. I forget which characters boosts Avel support here. She definitely is getting support from somebody here. Because she has a dodge of 15. There is no way she has a dodge of 15 without support, yeah. Yeah, see, she has a luck of 10. Like, you need 2 points of luck to get 1 dodge. And each point of dodge, well, once again, reduces the odds that you will be struck critically by 1% there. So, yeah, she's getting 5% from her luck and then 10% from somewhere else here. So, it's probably from Leaf, if I had to guess. That makes sense, you know. Leaf gives a lot of character support in this game. I do know that he also supports up with Finn there, but only Leaf gives Finn 10% hit, avoidance, dodge, and critical strike. Finn doesn't give it back, you know, he's a shallow man, a egotistical man there, if you will. And this is perfect, look at this! Nice! I didn't even account for that. That just worked out beautifully there. I might actually take that guy out with Tanya there. Then again, it's probably a better idea to focus on leveling up my ex-boys here in the early game. Yeah, because here's the thing. Yeah, now that I think about it, you know, archer units cannot capture soldiers, so yeah. That's their big drawback. Do I want to kill this guy? He's so easy to capture, though. He's so freaking easy. Question is, who's gonna capture him? Like, yeah, see, I don't have enough units here. Like, I guess I could use Finn. Let's just Finn here. Actually, excuse me, I'm just taking so much time here. Oh my god, I would much rather have the javelin than the short spear. Okay, so here. So here. If you do this, take this chick and... yeah, shoot this guy twice. Now he's gonna be weakened. Hopefully she can dodge here. She shouldn't be hit, but you never know. Yeah, see, Thracia is such a weird game. Like, you miss whenever you have high odds of hitting, and then you get hit when enemies have very low odds of hitting. It's, yeah, it's a conundrum. It's an enigma. It's very strange, but yeah, it's just how it works here in Thracia land. And see, now I can't capture this guy unless I use my freaking Brave Lance, which I don't wanna. But... Oh, wait, I'm a dumbass. We can do this. Mr. Dagda, why don't you help us out? You know what, speaking of Dagda, I would like to... Well, should I give him the Steel Axe? I really wanna. It boosts his capture game by a lot. After all. It does have lower hit ratios than the Iron Axe. Yeah, 10%, but 4 more damage, which is quite nice. Here, just go for it. Capture. Get me some javelins. Javelins are definitely very nice to get. Yeah, I'm gonna need them, or I'm gonna need a lot of them for later chapters in the game. There are gonna be chapters where a bunch of soldiers are gonna come at you, and if you just wanna be able to sit there, tank, and, well, take them all out, well, you're gonna need javelins. That's just how it is. And you know what, here, Finn, use your javelin. 6 damage. No, he can't. What the heck? Should we just level up Leaf then? I kind of want to do that. 6 damage. Yeah. Okay, and I hit twice. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. Why the heck not? And yeah, I really gotta end the video here. Holy crap, dude. The first chapter is gonna take a long time here to get through. Or maybe I will just keep on going. Make a very long video. That's not such a bad idea, I think. Maybe if I just try and play a little bit faster here. Yeah, let's try and do that. Here, transfer. And release, and hopefully I don't lose somebody. That's the dangerous thing about moving fast here. Now, Halvan. Oh crap, dude. He doesn't have the best weapon for this. You know what? This is just a short lens anyway. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my hand axe the regular way here. Now we get to strike twice too, I think. Nice, okay, good. Yeah, see, we scored a critical hit on our secondary strike there, or on our second strike. Yeah, Halvan does have an FCM of 4. Yeah, he's got a crit of 17, but on his follow-up attack, since he has an FCM of 4, it's 17 times 4. Like, yeah, he's really good actually. Yeah, imagine if you can get some more hand axes on him. He can just sit around and be a meat grinder against regular soldiers. Y'all made it back with a relief! But look, there is no Fianna Freeblades without Fianna, right? So, don't just stop with them pirates there. Drive the Empire from our village too. Not to imply that I ain't grateful, of course. Take this with you. Use it if you get scraped up. We don't have much in way of medicine, but it's the least we can do after everything the commander's done for us. And holy crap, my cough is going cold. Oh. It's gone completely cold. I'm just sitting here talking. And I'm forgetting about what's important in life. Dude, come on, I'm trying to end my turn. Yeah, it might be a little bit cold, but still very tasty. And holy crap, don't kill him, Finn. Thank you, dude. He knows what's up here. And yeah, that's another thing, like in this game, on characters that have low FCM. Like, it's not necessarily always a bad thing. Like, Finn here is only got an FCM of 1, but like, if you want to ship down enemies, it's nice, you know. And some characters have an FCM of 0, which means you have a 0% chance of creating on follow-ups. Yeah, see, enemies too, they cannot crit on their secondary attack. Huh. Well, not regular soldiers anyway. I'm sure there are bosses with, well, much higher FCM, so. Now, let's see. Let's just start with Orsin. Run on up here, Orsin. Then, Mr. Halvan. Yeah, what do we do with you? I think I'm gonna take Tanya here and do some work. Maybe up here. Yeah, good. These are the kind of enemies that she needs to fight. Enemies which can't attack back. Yeah, I'm just gonna have her run around here and shooting her bow at guys guarding houses and see... What the heck, Tanya? No damage. Oi. Well, you know, we're gonna have to block her off a little bit here so she doesn't die. Yeah, right here. And have the javelin equipped. Sure, that's fine. Now then, Marty. Yeah, what should I do here? Let's just have Halvan come up. Yeah, this is perfect. Please hit twice. I did see his odds are very low of hitting, but you know what? Okay, crit. Okay, he would have actually killed them, but yeah, this is good enough. This is within capture limit now. Yeah, I'm probably gonna send Orsin up there on the top side and have him capture some of these guys here. Yeah, another javelin. I would like to pick him up. So here we go, Dagda. I'm gonna need to have you help us out again. And you see, he's got 4 freaking attacks, but he's so nice in the early game. Like, it wouldn't be a bad idea to give this guy the Z scroll either, once you get it later. Just to boost up his speed a little bit, or heck, even give him speed rings. Yeah, he's got a speed of 8, normally, so... Yeah, you know, I've never trained Dagda past the beginning here, so that could also be pretty fun. To give him a shot, you know. We'll see. We shall see. And I wonder if this is safe. It's not really, but here. I'm just gonna heal up. the thing is, I don't mind if they toss at Leaf because he gets, well, 10 experience. So, yeah, it's actually not a bad idea to just sit around and take a beating at times, you know. It's not how all the other Fire Emblem games plays out, but yeah, here in this game you gotta readjust a little bit. And yeah, wow, now we get this kick-ass music here. I love this fanfare. Dude, this game and its music, it's top-notch. Like, what can I say? It's just up there. As much... Well, I was gonna say as much as I hate this game, but I don't hate it. Here's the thing, I do have some complaints about the game, like, once we get later into the game... Oh, what the heck, he moved out! Oh, no, wait! Oh, she's not gonna die, holy crap, I thought he would just sit still there! Ooh, okay, that would have been bad, imagine losing Tanya already. But yeah, this game does become very annoying a bit into the game here, with all of its ballistas and long-range tombs and all of that. HP skill... Was that speed or luck? I didn't see. But yeah, it definitely has some very annoying moments, which I will complain about later. But yeah, let's not sour the mood just yet. Overall though, I am gonna have a fun time with the game. All I can say, I'm glad I'm not doing a blind run of this game here on YouTube, because that would not have been pretty. And I gotta point out a few chapters where I struggled as a beginner, but it's not gonna be for a while. The game is actually pretty easy here in the beginning. You know, nothing to complain about here, really. And, you know, I really wish I had given a better axe to Halvan here. He cannot capture as he is right now. Here, yeah, we're just gonna have to shoot again. Now it's gonna be a lot easier to hit, at the very least, since it's not on the shop anymore. Come on, Tanya. Nice, good job. And yet another level up here. Let's see. HP, speed, luck, defense. Wow, I think she only has a 15% growth in defense. So yeah, that is a very welcome defense point there. Oh yeah, and another thing in this game, you can actually, well, level up your movement. Like your move stat can actually go up. I believe like Tanya has a 2% chance of gaining move when she levels up. Most cavalry units have a rough, I want to say they have roughly 1% chance of gaining a movement point on level up. But yeah, typically foot soldiers have a 2% chance, whereas cavalry, well, has a 1% chance. You know, it would have just been crazy if they had, well, 2% to a movement point extra on a freaking cavalry. It's just gonna spiral out of control if you get, well, a few of them too many. Like, yeah, they're just gonna be overpowered. And this is perfect. Come on, Marty. Don't miss. Dude, I love his sprite, by the way. It looked so silly. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, Marty. You so silly. And you know what? Leaf, please just go for it. Get some more experience. I like not. Damn it. Mostly why I want to hit a lot here with Leaf in the early game is I want him to rank up his sword skill to B rank. Because once we get into the prison part of the game, I'm gonna make sure that we bring the flame sword here on Abel to Finn, or to Leaf there. I'm not actually sure if I will be able to rank up to, well, B skill there with him, or B level expertise. I've never done so before, I don't think. But I'm gonna try it out here now in this playthrough. And this is nice. Yeah, this guy boxed in here. You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and capture this guy. And this is probably gonna be the last guy I pick up here, because, yeah, we need to get some experience on our regular dudes here. But, you know, it is nice to get a bunch of extra lances here for Finn, so we don't have to worry about it later. That is for damn sure. And, oh, we have a talk command here. Well, here, let's just do this first. Trade to Finn. And I definitely want to give Finn a vulnerary, and there you go. Now he's pretty much stacked here. And you know what, here, I'm gonna take this iron sword on Abel. Yeah, Finn can only use swords once he's, well, once he has dismounted off of his horse there. So yeah, I'm not gonna be relying on swords anytime soon here. Dagdar, you came down here to fight with us. Abel, does my heart good... Abel, does my heart good to see you in one piece. Oh, there you go. Listen, you have any idea the Empire, or why the Empire would come all the way out here? No, I really don't. Does it have anything to do with the boy? The boy? You mean Lord Leif? He's not just some noble boy. He's the heir of House Leonster. I've been helping him hide from the Empire. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have kept it from you, Dagger. I figured as much. Well, no use worrying about it now. As long as I get to cut down some of those Imperial bastards myself, we are even then. Very nice. And should I capture this guy too? Or should we just slay him? He's not gonna kill Tanya, is the thing. Yeah, he's just gonna give her experience by hitting at her, and now she's got that additional defense point, so you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that guy alone. And yeah, hold on, this guy, yeah, I just wanted to double check so he doesn't get loose and kills my Tanya. I would have been livid. Livid, I tell ya. And, okay, here, let me see. Short lance. And short lance. Okay, no. Here, Halvan. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Put Halvan right here. I just want to speed up this process. Nice. Yeah, we barely take any damage. But, see, this is nice. You get so much experience in this game. Even if you just miss. It's very nice. And yeah, I'm just gonna double check. 3 defense, 11 HP. And this guy has attack of 11. So yeah, he cannot kill. Very nice. Very, very nice. So then I'm gonna just go ahead and fix up this. Oh, it already is fixed up. Well, here then. Get this guy and release him. And yeah, just end the turn. And yeah, this is gonna be a very long video, but hey, you know what? I wanna fit the entire chapter here, so yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. And okay, yet another level up here for Mr. Halvan this time. And defense. Well, only 1 point, but you know what? Defense is one of those stats that I really like getting, so you know what? I'm not gonna complain on that, or with that, or by that, or whatever. You know, just whatever the right expression is. And he goes for Abel for some reason. Yeah, you know, since she's equipped with the Iron Blade, she's very easy to hit. That is probably why. I should probably fix that, you know. Yeah, you know what, here. Equip this. Wait, what's your avoidance at now? 66, yeah. Oh crap, dude, look, the Iron Blade weighs 15. 615. Yeah, she's got a con of 8, which means she was minus 7 defense with the Iron Blade. Yeah, that's no good. That's just no bueno. Oh yeah, and just to confirm it, let's see here. Here now, Tanya has a 83% chance of hitting 5 crit. 88 5 crit, okay? And I'm gonna move on up Orson. And we're gonna do a double check here. Yeah, 98 hit, 15 crit, dude, that's so nice. So that means even if I miss here now the first hit, or well, yeah, he's gonna survive actually. So yeah, but either way, we're gonna have a 30% crit chance on our second attack, thanks to the fact that we have an FCM of 2 there. So yeah, I think Tanya is gonna work out quite nicely here with Orson if I do decide to level her up. I mean, it might be a little bit ill-advised to use her here on an Ironman run, but you know, what can I say? I like cute girls and all of that, so yeah. And you know what? We really need to move on up here and loot this house. I think I'm just gonna use Marty for that. I'm pretty sure Halvan needs to visit this house, I'm gonna say it is. And then he will get his Brave Axe from his family. Do we could capture this guy too, I guess. Yeah. Here, let's just do that. Here, first of all, just go ahead and use our little boy here, get some more weapon skill. Schmack. And now, well, will we be able to capture him even? Probably won't be able to. Nope. Okay, well, just hit then. Hope he crits or something. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. I mean, to be fair, he had the 10% additional crit from Leaf. You know, the support here. But still, that was pretty lucky. Okay, here. Yeah, we're just gonna take this bow here on Dagdar. Very nice. See, now he's got a nice assortment of bows here. Very cool. Release, and then I'm gonna have Dagdar try and pick up Weissman here. He's pretty much the only one who's gonna be able to do that. We could use Leaf, though, to weaken the boss a little bit. If we just have Leaf, well, use his Light Brand here. Yeah, we're definitely gonna do that. So here. Finn, and Leaf, and yeah, we will deal 11 damage. That's a lot, actually. But yeah, this is one of the main good or strong things about the Light Brand here in the early game. Since it weighs so damn much, Leif is only gonna be able to shoot once with it most of the time. And most enemies have very low magic stat, so you can very easily weaken enemies and then come in with somebody else and capture a boss there. Which, yeah, it's a very... well... it's a very strong tactic, which I'm gonna make, or try and make some use out of here throughout the game. And you know, Orsin, and you know, here we can even use Abel for this. Why the heck not? Weapons can be made expensive, can't they? Most folk here gotta make do by nicking supplies from Imperial troops. It's awfully risky though. But if you can capture an enemy alive, you get to help yourself to their stuff. Matter of fact, I got to drop on an Imperial soldier myself. Heard him snoring from 3 houses away, so I took me a souvenir. Not that it will do me much good. I'm very old after all. Probably better off in your hands, I reckon, and damn it, I didn't do my old man voice.
And hey, if you don't need it, you can just hog it for somebody you need.
Yeah, I mustn't forget to do that in the future. Okay, here. Tanya, can you do some damage? Probably not. No. Not even close. I think she will do damage if she scores a crit. You know, let's just try it. The worst case scenario, she gets 10 experience just for trying to shoot. But yeah, no, okay, she did crit, but... nope, no damage. But yeah, see. Look at how much experience she gets just for trying. So there really is no reason to, well, not strike here. Except that, well, we lose durability on our weapons there. But yeah, we got a shit ton of bows here now from this chapter, yeah. So we can just give her one of the short bows there that Dagdar is holding on to. And yeah, we're done. Let's see. And yeah, that's right. It's gonna heal. Oh yeah, and I never talked about this. Yeah, look up there in the corner. Sitting on a castle gate here in this game gives you 10 defense, which is so ridiculous. That's why, yeah, it says here 11, but in reality he's got 21 defense, which is just crazy. He's crazy tanking this mofo as long as he's on his throne here. But yeah, we're just gonna weaken him some more here. And heck, you know what? I'm probably just gonna use Tanya to shoot again. Damn it! Oh my god, Leaf. I really needed you to hit there. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna use Tanya to shoot. I want her to level up her weapon expertise and heck, get some experience too. And yeah, you could very easily, well, she's experience here in this game. I did so my first playthrough. Yeah, if you just use up your weapon, like if you shoot up all the ammunition here on the bow, for example, then it becomes a broken bow, which sucks balls, sure. But you can just use that broken bow to sit and shoot on a boss, like, and you can gain experience all the way up to level 20 if you so wish for. But yeah, that strategy I'm obviously not gonna be able to use here on my Ironman round. I'm definitely gonna ban that kinds of experience harvesting there. Like, if I want to enter an arena and try that out, yeah, sure. Because then at least, you know, there is some danger or risk involved there. But, you know, just sitting and shooting at a boss for 50 turns, well, yeah, that's not very exciting. And it's gonna just remove all challenge. Those Imperial dogs took Dame Marita and Lady Nunna. They just snatched them right up like they were cattle. You're not gonna let them get away with that, are ya? If you're fixing to fight the Empire, take this with ya. Oh, yeah, that's right, to get a ring here. Wow. You gotta actually use it. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Oh, the life ring, that's right. I'm 100% gonna give this life ring to Leaf there. Yeah, you know, since we're doing an Ironman run. Damn it, that really sucks. If he didn't do an Ironman run, I probably would have given it to Tanya. Or heck, maybe even I would have consumed it on Marty, just and tried to go hand with him. But yeah, no, since we're doing an Ironman run, I gotta go with the boring decision there and give it to Leaf, yeah. It is a little bit boring, granted, but yeah, if we want to actually have a good shot at finishing the game, well, then this is how we're gonna need to play. Let's see here, capture, use the hammer. So we have higher attack speed than the boss, we have higher health. So even though we normally wouldn't be able to attack twice here, thanks to the accost skill, well, we're gonna be able to, so yeah, let's see here. We have very low hit odds though, which ain't great. Damn it! Oh my god. Oh yeah. Well, this ain't good though. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna... Oh, wait. We can probably save this. Okay, here. If I put Orsin up there... Yeah, I gotta do it to Iron X. Yeah, please, Orsin, don't kill him. Oh, and we have a talk command here, too. Tanya, what do you think you're doing here? What does it look like, silly boy? I'm here to help you guys any way I can. And help any way you can, huh? Silly girl. In that case, turn tail and march back home. That's the only way a kid like you could help. You just get in the way. You're in the way, doofus. Yeah, if you want me gone, I'm gone. Not all of us are so eager to throw our lives, or yeah, throw ourselves into danger as you. Blah blah blah. Okay, so that was amusing, but yeah. Not really. Well, yeah, it was kind of amusing, just whatever. But yeah, you don't really need to talk in this game. It's mainly just for flavor text, you know, since you cannot actually level up your support. Yeah, that's both a shame. Oh my god. Well, actually, that was nice. But yeah, it's both a shame, but it's, well, also welcome at the same time, because as much as I like leveling up support in the GBA series, it does take a lot of time, and it can be a little bit strenuous at times, but yeah, here you're just gonna, well, be done. Or, well, you're gonna be maxed out with your support right off the bat, which, you know, yeah, it's nice. That way I don't have to think about it, I suppose. But there you go. Now then, please, Leif, can you just hit this guy? We really just need to weaken him here. Oh, come on. Come on. Nice. Okay, very good. I'm very happy now. And you know what? We're also gonna do this. Yeah, free up some, well, inventory spaces here on Dagger. You know what? I'm actually gonna take all his bows. Yeah, he's gonna find more. And yeah, you guessed it. I'm just gonna shoot. And I do believe short bows have lower attack than the iron bows, but they have higher hit percentage, I wanna say. So they are nice for that. Okay, here. Oh, Dagdar. Please hit. Please freaking hit. Okay, come on, dude. You can do this. Oh my god. I really want this longsword here. No. Miss? Oh my god. Ouch. Yeah, Dagger is gonna die here now unless I kill this beehole. So, yeah. I'm gonna have to kill him. Yeah, I might actually want to use my bow here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna use my bow here. Yeah, toss it. Higher attack than the Iron Axe, so a crit here should just kill him. Please don't miss. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Weissman here is pretty dangerous, but I didn't play this very safe either. It's much safer if you have Finn on standby, so you can pick Dagdar up and run away. But yeah, I was playing like a dumbass, so I did it. Finn was always like, either he was over here or he was sitting here being grey the whole fight, so yeah. I was a little bit, well, I wasn't playing very well there, like, that's really all there is to say. I could have done it a lot better. And this guy has a crit chance on me. Holy crap, dude. Well, you know what that means, I'm just gonna chuck my axe here. Hopefully we can hit here now. Nice, because this way we can enter the house, we can get the Brave Axe for Halvan, and we can move on. You know what, I think I'm just gonna include the plot here now too. that way we get to start up the next chapter in the next video. This is gonna be an hour-long episode, holy crap, dude. Okay, here, let's see. Nissan! I got something real special for you. You can use this to keep yourself safe, right? An axe? Where in the world did you get such a fine weapon? Darndest thing. I was walking past the lake up on the mountain when this strange old crone just floated out of the water. She gave it to me, then vanished. Quickly as you can blink. I've been keeping it for you and taking real good care of it. Now go put it to good use. Make me proud. Okay. So yeah, the Brave Axe here. Well, very much like the Brave Lance, hits consecutive times. Now, it doesn't give a bunch of crit like Finn's Brave Lance, but this weapon is not tied strictly to Halvan. You can just give it to whomever you want. So yeah, this is actually a really good axe, well, on Dagdar there, but even more so, it's really good on Orsen too. Especially when he's getting support here with Tanya. And, you know, with the Wrath skill and all of that, he can just... Yeah, he's just really strong. Of course, you can make the case that a Brave Axe with the Vantage skill is very nice too, because then he can strike twice before the enemy gets to hit him when they initiate combat, so yeah. But yeah, I'm not sure if I even want to play with Halvan. Like, I'm definitely leaning towards Orsen here. I would like to train him up. And, you know, then again, it's not a bad idea to train Halvan in case other people die, because he is excellent for filling in. It's just that he doesn't have a whole lot of support there. But yeah, I'm definitely not gonna curb him right now. We're gonna put experience in him. But yeah, I think we're done. Let me just quickly go over everything here. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You know, now that I think about it, I probably will do this. Do this here. What? She has 2 iron swords? What? I thought she only had the 1. Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna take Finn's iron sword back there, because on the next map there are gonna be a lot of X guys, and I would like for him to level up sword skills. Yeah, he's on that rank D. So, yeah. And yeah, that's a shame once again. If we had caught Weissman there, we would have gotten his long sword, which only requires rank D, which is a very nice sword to have on Finn once again. But yeah, I won't have that sword. And also you get some unique dialogue if you pick Weissman up with the capture command and then release him. But yeah, I just straight up killed his ass. He deserved it after all. Now, Marita, where are you? Please answer me. Looks like Baron Raedric has his hands on him. Oh no. What? What does that mean? They were taken to Master, right? Yes, as bargaining chips in case Weissman couldn't finish us off. It's the sort of thing Raedric would pull, alright? God's breath. Dog's breath. Commander, we have to give chase. The 2 of them are counting on us. Now look here, little boy. Commander, you said yourself I'm not a child anymore. I'm 15 years old, for crying out loud. Now then, Marita were taken captive because of me, and I refuse to let anyone suffer in my place. I will never again let someone sacrifice their life in exchange for mine. I understand. We leave at dawn. Then, I won't lie, little lord. This is gonna get rough. Get some rest while you can. Well, there you go. Maybe... I will see. We'll see how long I will keep the videos here in this Let's Play. I was gonna say, maybe we'll just include 1 chapter per video throughout the entire Let's Play here. That could have been interesting, or could be interesting. Like, obviously I would have to say goodbye mid-episode, but I would just upload hour-long videos. Like maybe upload once a week or something. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Giving chase to Raedric, Leif set out for Master to rescue his companions. But while making his way along the shore, he passed near a small settlement, a coastal village by the name of Ys. Ys? Oh yeah, this is a fun map. And yeah, it is very important here on this map, I remember this. You cannot let any of the houses burn down because, well, you won't get the X chapter. Yeah, you get an X chapter after this where you can, well, recruit some very important characters, I'll just put it like that. We're here to make coin and not gut everything that moves. Look here, smart Alec. Whatever that means. We got I'll say, nice division of labor going. I don't tell you how to plan your strategies and whatnot, and you don't tell me how about how to go about plundering. What the heck? Oh, and if it's them Freeblades folk you're worried about, we already saw 2 of them. The boss tipped off the Empire that the Leonster boy was hiding with them. The Leonster boy? Wait, you don't mean Leaf the prince? Leaf the boy? Are you certain of this? Sure am. The boss grabbed one of the village folk and used his talents with a knife to loosen his tongue. Wow, once again I love the rhetoric here in this game. Stubborn fella though, might have survived if he had talked sooner. He resorted to torture, didn't he? Ah, you're one to talk. Boss says you're the one taught him everything he knows about interrogating. There's a reason you ain't with the church no more, mate. Damn it, Leafis. You've become more trouble than you're worth. It's time we parted ways. I just need to make contact with the Leonster heir, and then Leafis is disposable. So yeah, this guy here, Augustus, is gonna, well, try and curry our favors here in a bit. But yeah, this is gonna be, once again, a very long episode, so it's definitely about time we shut this off here. And then we'll see how I handle the next map here. It's gonna be even longer than the first video, I'm sure. Commander, over here, that village is being raided! Oh, that is Levis' crew by the looks of it. They've been quiet as a mouse for a while, but I guess they move fast. And we have to move faster. We cannot stand by and allow this to happen. So there you go. Very freaking nice. So, you know what? Let's just have a quick look at the guys here. Oh, wow, wait. Hold on. We have a vulnerary here. Oh, wow, all the way up in the north. Okay, so yeah, see, we only have a few things that we need to steal here. This guy kind of sucks. Yeah, he's gonna be easy to capture, I think. But yeah, lots of good stuff here on this map. Lots of axes, lots of iron bows. We gotta make sure we capture most of them. The only problem is, as you can see here, these guys weigh a lot, yeah. 10 constitution, 11, and this guy is 12, so yeah, we're definitely gonna need to use Halvan and the Brave Axe here some on this map. But yeah, I'm just gonna make a suspension point here. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. How does this work? Suspend. And suspend game. You may resume the channel from the main menu. Okay, so we're just gonna reset then. Okay, and apparently I have a save button bound to my reset hotkeys there. So yeah, here. But yeah, I'm just gonna make some save states here too for good measure. But yeah, in the next episode, we're gonna keep on going here, and yeah, in chapter 2, we're gonna take care of the town of, I'm struggling to remember the town name here now, Ease, yeah. We're gonna take care of Ease, and we're gonna kick the pirates' ass there. The pirates' asses, yeah. It's gonna be fun, sure. But yeah, this second chapter there too, not a very hard one. You don't even need to be all that fast. And yeah, all I'm really gonna have to be careful of is, well, not dying due to being too sloppy with the capture commands there. So yeah, these two I've been talking for a longest time now. I'm not, yeah, I'm gonna need to try and take more breaks here. Jesus, dude. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. See you guys in episode 2. Bye for now.